Welcome guys, it is the AxeMan here, and today we're going to be doing another top 10 list, and today is going to be the top 10 dinosaurs that should have been in Ark. Now, we obviously know a lot of reasons why these creatures haven't been added into Ark, mainly because the game size is already freaking huge. Imagine having another 10-20 creatures added into that. That's a lot. But, you know, like just say we was free to add another 10 creatures, this would be my list. So what I want you to do before we start, make sure you whack a like on the video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring bell, and follow all social medias. If this video does well, I want to do top 10, you know, creatures. Maybe that includes stuff from like the Ice Age, even mythical creatures. So yeah, make sure you're liking the video and let me know you don't have to do top 10, but just the creatures you would like to see added into the game. If you have a favorite creature that's not in the game, make sure you whack that down below. The order I'm doing these in is not really an order, it's just 10 that I've picked. There's not really an order that much, but yeah, make sure you whack a like, subscribe and stuff, and let's kick it off with number 10. Alright, so in at number 10, we are going to go for the Ceratosaurus. Now, this creature has appeared in pretty much every other dinosaur game apart from Ark. We have it on Jurassic World Evolution. We have it in Jurassic Park 3. Actually, that's where he makes his appearance. We have it in the Isle. We have it on Path of Titan. Pretty much most games that have dinosaurs in will feature the Ceratosaurus. And I can understand why Ark hasn't included it. That is because it's very similar to, say, the Carno, the Megalosaurus, the Allo. Like, I don't know how you would fit it in to make it its own dino, to make it, you know, separate from them. But I mean, I could see this being maybe similar to the Allo without the pack bonus. Maybe this is a creature that could take on Allos on its own, maybe not as strong as a T-Rex, but maybe give it, you know, make him a tank. Maybe make him really beefy, maybe his attacks aren't as strong. I mean, I could see him being fitted in, but I guess Ceratosaurus just missed out. So in at number 9, we're going to go for the Dryosaurus. Now, again, this creature seems to be in a lot of other dinosaur games apart from Ark. So if you've not seen it, it's a very small herbivore dino. I want to say, you know, around the size of the Compies and the Pegos and the Otters. It's that sort of size creature, you know. It's a shoulder pet. It's one of the little pets you would have. Now, hey, so Future Axe here, to correct some of the information that Past Axe just gave you, the Dryosaurus was actually a little bit bigger than I thought. He was like maybe half the size of a human, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 3/4 the size. Wait, yeah, he was like shoulder, just under shoulder height. So yeah, he wasn't as small as I thought he was. I do feel like Ark would have made him a small creature, kind of like the Isle and Jurassic World did. They made him a little bit smaller. I feel like Ark would have done that, made him similar size to maybe a Pego or something. So yeah, when I'm talking about how small it was and how cute it would have been, yeah, I'm thinking about Ark making him smaller, right? Okay, Past Axe, back to you. Continue with video. You're doing an awesome job, sir. I can't understand why Ark didn't add this. I mean, we don't really have... Like, I see this as an opposite to the Compy. This is the herbivore version of the Compy, and I just feel like that would fit in really, really well in Ark. Maybe you could have this as a shoulder pet. Maybe if you shook him off your shoulder and put him on Wonder, he will go and just collect berries for you or collect seeds. I just see him as that type of friendly companion, and yeah, I think they missed out big time on adding this dude. In at number 8, we're going for the Styracosaurus. Now, I know this is technically in Ark already, but it's just a skin. Now, I got really hyped when I saw they was adding the Styracosaurus into Ark because it's one of my favorite herbivores, one of my favorite creatures. However, it's just a skin. It's just a skinned dino. I can't even remember what it is. Is it the Pachyrhino? I think it reskins over. I can't actually remember. But it looked good. The skin looks good, and it annoys me they didn't make this an official creature on its own. A lot of the mods do that. They will add this in, and that's really cool. But I wanted to see Ark add it itself. And I was going to say I could understand why, because we already have the Trike, we have the Pachyrhino, but that's it. There is so many, I can't remember what they're called, you know, Triceratops creatures. You've got Styracosaurus, is it Torosaurus, Naru, Ceratops. There's loads of these creatures that, you know, resemble the Trike and stuff. And I feel like Ark just doesn't use any of them. There's literally like 2 of them in the game. And I feel like Styracosaurus would fit perfectly. It's going to be weaker than the Trike, but maybe more offensive than the Pachyrhino. So, I mean, like, there's definitely a spot we could have popped this in, but I just feel like Wildcard and Ark got a little bit lazy and was like, yeah, we don't want to animate this. We're just going to whack a skin on it and hope it keeps some people happy. So in at number 7, we're going to go for the Edmontosaurus. Now, I am honestly very, very shocked this never got added into Ark. I wonder if they ever considered it. I feel like this is a very recognizable creature. A lot of people will know what this is. It's kind of similar size and shape and stuff to like the parasaurs. It's a bit bigger than the iguanodon, but it's one of them type of, you know, I like to call them like cow dinosaurs. They're like the dinosaurs that would just be in herds and they'll just be like grazing around. And they wouldn't really cause anyone any trouble, but carnivores like to eat them because there's a big chunk of meat. And I just feel like this 100% could fit into Ark. It's another one of them creatures we could use if you want to go and, you know, farm some meat or farm some hide. It's another parasaur type creature, but I feel like this one maybe would be a little bit bigger and maybe would, I don't know, have more attack, be a little more scary to fight off. Ability wise, I'm not sure what they could add. Maybe that's why they didn't add it. Maybe some sort of herd pack mentality. If someone's attacking, the whole herd will just run off or maybe attack. I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen this in every other dinosaur game, in every dinosaur like book or, you know, anything to do with dinosaurs. The Edmontosaurus is always featured. So I'm very, very shocked this never got added. In at number 6, then, we're going to go for the Sukamimus. Now, I 100% understand why it's not been added into Ark. It is in the family with the Spino and the Baryonyx. It's just smaller than the Spino, I believe, and bigger than the Baryonyx, so it's that middle creature. However, I mean, Jurassic World Evolution has the Barry, the Suko, and the Spino, and it works. Like, you could definitely give this dude a special ability, make him unique from the Spino and the Barry. I guess maybe what I would probably do is give him a land ability. I'd probably separate him from the Barry and the Spino by giving him some sort of land ability. Even though they are like, you know, semi-aquatic and stuff, I would try and, you know, give it a little something. But yeah, I 100% understand why it's not been added because it's very similar. I don't think people would really, if they do go for it, they might forget the Barry or forget the Spino. I just feel like they've kind of tried to balance it like that. Right, we're halfway there, and in at number 5, we're going to include a flyer. So I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize in advance. This is the Ramphorhynchus. Yeah, something like that. So it's very similar to the Dimorphodon, similar size. It has a longer beak. The scientific name means beak snout. So it's definitely something to do with the beak. It makes it a little bit unique. I just feel like this would be a great addition. The Dimorphodon's cool. It's good if you're attacking a rider on the back of a dino. I feel like if you had this, you could, I mean, I'm not sure 100% what ability you could give it. Maybe foraging, maybe scouting, maybe the same like ability as a Troodon, maybe. I feel like they could do something with it like that. I definitely feel like another small flyer would be absolutely great. Like this one maybe could be aggressive in the wild because the Dimorphodon's not aggressive until you hit it. Maybe this one could be. Just add another little nuisance. They won't be hard to kill. They'd have low health, not much attack, but they'll just be another one of them like annoying creatures that, you know, we all love these annoying creatures, Troodons and Pegos and stuff, but I could definitely see this fitting in 100%. All right, in at number 4 then, we are going to go for the Canosaurus. I think we're saying it like that. A sauropod, smaller than a Bronto, I think smaller than a Diplo, but he's a bit more like chunky, he's a bit more meatier, beefier, and I just feel like he would fit in perfect. I don't understand, it's kind of the same with the Trike. I just don't understand why Ark hasn't added more, you know, sauropods, more trikes, more like parasaurs. I just feel like they had the one or two and was like, yep, that's it, we're not adding any more. Because when you think of dinosaurs, you think of all these different variations of the long-necked sauropods. You know, some eating top of the trees, then you've got your Diplos, and then these would be in between. I could see these having a special ability. Maybe something similar to the Rhino. Maybe because these are more beefier and more stockier, maybe they have a charge attack and they can trample and run over buildings. I don't know, maybe if they're any smaller than 2 or 3 walls high, they could just trample over it. You know, maybe just wooden thatch. I could see that being a thing. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe they can only trample if they're in a pack. I don't know. But I could see these fitting in perfectly, and I'm kind of shocked they're not, because they are in a lot of the mods. A lot of mods add these creatures in with them. So we're into the top 3 now, and we're going to go for the Albertosaurus, another creature that I can understand why it's not added. However, other games have made it work. He's in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm sure he's in the Isle and in Path of Time, you know, like the bigger dinosaur games. So pretty much what he is, he's a smaller T-Rex. He's a descendant of the T-Rex, right? Don't they evolve into the T-Rex, I believe? But yeah, he's a T-Rex. He's a smaller, slimline version of a T-Rex. I feel like that is what everyone always wants in dinosaur games. You know, big, scary, meat-eating dinosaurs. I feel like you could do something with him. I don't know, maybe he is just his abilities as a T-Rex, but just easier to tame, a little bit weaker. I don't know, maybe give him a scent ability. He can sniff out stuff because T-Rexes are known for their good smell. I don't know, something along the lines of that. But again, I understand why he's not been included, because he is going to be similar size to the Allo and Carno, Megalosaurus. He's another one of them dinos. But if you give him that one ability that just makes him unique, he would easily fit in. And I guarantee that people would love the Albertosaurus because they love him in every other game. So in at number 2, we're going to go for the Herrerasaurus. Now this is a creature, again, I am really shocked never got added into Ark. It's a very popular, like, mid-sized carnivore. It's in Jurassic World Evolution. It's in the Isle as well, I believe. So it's a kind of, I think it's the size of a human, there or thereabouts. But I could see if this was added into Ark, I could see them making it smaller, maybe to around the size of a Dilophosaurus, because the Dilophosaurus is actually bigger in real life, around the size of a human, maybe even a bit bigger. I could see them making it a little bit smaller. I could see them giving it maybe, I think on some games they give it like a poison or a venom bite. I could see them doing that in here. I mean, I guess that is kind of similar to the Troodon, so maybe you'd have to give it something a little different. Maybe don't give it pack bonuses, but it's a very unique creature, and it always resembles kind of a very, very small raptor, like Utahraptor, very small Utahraptor. That's the kind of vibe I always get from him. But yeah, I could see him making this like bright colored. Maybe that's the uniqueness of it, make him bright colored, make him really stand out. Yeah, I'm shocked that it never got added. And in at number 1, we're going to go for the Carnotasaurus. I think I'm saying that right. I might be saying it a little bit wrong. Carnotasaurus. So this would be a massive apex predator. This would rival the Rex. This would rival the Spino. This would maybe even rival the Giga. Another big, beefy creature. 100% could work in Ark. They just need, all they would have to do is kind of find that unique ability that separates it from the other apex creatures. Maybe this would be the creature that rivals the Giga. Maybe, you know, the Giga is like the ultimate creature in the wild. You know, you don't want to mess with that. I feel like this could be another one of them. Maybe they move this into living in just the redwoods or something. I don't know. Give it that little uniqueness, but it would easily work. It's a very, very popular creature. Again, every single mod that adds creatures adds this. It's in Jurassic World Evolution again, which makes it popular, which makes people know what dinosaur that is. I'm sure it's in the Isle or the other one, Path of Time. I'm sure it's in one of them, or it's going to be in one of them. I'm not sure. But like I'm saying, like, it's a popular creature. People know about it. So if they saw it in Ark, they'd be like, oh shit, I want to tame that sort of thing. So yeah, I could see us working. All right, there we go then. So that is my personal top 10 dinos that should be added into Ark. Now, the list and the order isn't, you know, legit. Like, I would probably move some of them up and around. It's just kind of, you know, they're my 10. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Maybe if you have an idea of, you know, some of the abilities you could give them to make them stand out and unique, let me know down below. And yeah, give me your, or just a handful of dinos that you would like to see, because maybe we can do another one of these lists in the future. But yeah, if this video does well, I want to do like a top 10 creatures, so it's not just dinosaurs, which we can do, you know, like mythical creatures, because I do think like the Hydra would fit in very well in Ark, and maybe some other water creatures and some ice-aged creatures, maybe stuff before the dinosaurs as well. So yeah, make sure you whack a like, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in a bit. See you later.